Good because I can count with my own time every week about this encounter, but not so good because I can't continue practicing with all of you.
But you can keep the group, and I don't know, maybe have to have some encounters for you to practice. Yeah, but that's right. Practicing is really important. So
Yes.
that's why. Okay, so I think we are all ready in here, right?
Okay.
So let's see, guys. Did you watch the video for today's
Yes,
encounter?
teacher.
Because I was worried about someone asked me yesterday that if it was something checking check, but I wasn't sure if you had information about the videos. All right, so and do you have okay, so let's talk about that video.
Who wants to talk?
Tell us about the video, what you understood from it.
All right. I saw the video and I remember it is about the second part of IELTS of the speaking section, and it focuses on a meaningful personal experience. And there are some basic questions that we should answer. Well, we need to write some answers. Some suggestions that I remember is to take notes and use the notes, and we need to answer a series of questions like where that event happened, where it changed our lives.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else you want to add, guys?
Okay, the video was about memorable events and basic questions about what, when, where, or how things happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but take into account that not all of the questions are going to be like that. Okay,
Uh,
I mean it's just an example. Yes, yes, because when you find these kind of questions, it's easy for you because obviously you can remember a memorable date in your life, right? And you can answer the questions, but you have to be prepared for any kind of questions. That's what I
mhm.
mean. All right. And what are some suggestions they give us on the video?
That you,
Teacher.
yes,
Okay, don't worry.
Andrea, Janet, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so, he gave many suggestions about when you present that IELTS test, the second part. Uh, he said that we used 1 minute well, yes. Read all the questions. Be careful, yes, with that questions. He said that we have take notes in 1 minute, yes, but use that notes, because if you didn't use that notes in your answer, maybe well, you lost your time, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. You need to be focused on the questions. Please don't
Yeah.
answer something different. And take your time. 1 minute is for you to take notes, and the other 2 minutes are for you to answer to those questions. Try to go in order. Try to answer all of them. All right, because that is the point about this test. Anything else you want to add, Luzmila, Rosario?
Good night, teacher.
Hello,
I
Rosario.
cannot watch the video.
You can okay, but you're paying attention.
Okay, thank you.
Who was talking? Luzmila.
Yes.
Okay, Rosario.
Yes, teacher. Another suggestion in the video was the details about the topic. It's important to say the most important and to give detailed information.
Yeah, that's right. So guys, why do you think we are talking about this?
Maybe. Are we going to be evaluated again?
Maybe. That's a good question.
Oops.
But look, okay, the idea is that today we will be practicing the second part of the IELTS, okay? The same way you saw on the video, because that's going to give you the chance to practice and to be prepared and to, I mean, to feel comfortable and confident, because self-confidence is very important. I don't know if you saw the girl, but she was speaking very calm, right?
Yes.
To answer the questions. She didn't hurry. She was really calm, answering all of the questions, right? So it's something like you could take into account in order to get a good score, right? Question: have you ever presented this test?
No.
No, teacher.
No yet.
No. Edwin, have you?
Sure.
Okay, Janet,
Sorry,
have you?
my mic was off. No, teacher, I have taken TOEIC, well, several other international exams, but no, not this one.
But no IELTS. Okay, not yet. Maybe in the future. Janet.
No, teacher, I have never presented that test.
Okay, so I think it's also a good experience to take this test, this international test, for you to measure your level, to know where you are, and work on how to improve your level, your English level. Well, I think that's a good opportunity. Okay, guys, do you have any questions?
No.
No.
No. Are you
Teacher,
sure?
do you
Yes.
present this test?
Yes, I presented this test like 4 or 5 years ago.
Ooh.
Was
Tell me.
difficult?
The speaking part is not that difficult, but the listening is, because it's British English, and it's a little complex, because I remember that okay, well, first of all, I think it's very important to prepare before you take one of these tests, right? To know the structure. When you know the structure, you can know how to answer, right? You never know what you are going to be asked about, but you can know the structure. I mean, you don't know what, but you can know how, and that's very important, because okay, they're going to ask me this, and you can be prepared for that. So the listening is complex, as I told you before. It is British, and there are um, some words which are different, and also because there is a part of the listening and they're describing. So it's like you are going into somewhere, right? And they said, so you are here, and then you go there, and on the right there is da da da. Across from there is da da da, and they start giving like these directions, and sometimes you get confused and you're like, what? And well, but the speaking was okay, although it was a British examiner too. The man came from the UK, and the other thing is that the exam is expensive. I had to
How much?
pay. 4 years ago, it was 600,000 pesos for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really expensive. And well, but that was my first time, and let's say it was good. After that, I had to study more. Yeah, I promise, because and now, well, I can have these conversations with British people, and I try to be like more relaxed, because sometimes the accent, it was a problem for me. Sometimes the accent is confusing, and also the pronunciation. Okay, guys. So we're going to start taking this part of the test. We are going to start. So is there any volunteer?
Okay, me.
You. Okay. Well, if we have time at the end, guys, I would like to do a different exercise. I want you to give feedback to your partners.
Right.
Right. Do it yourselves, not me. Let's try this. Okay. Yep. All right. Perfect. I'm going to share my screen with you, because you need to pay attention. Can you see this screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, perfect. I'm going to, this is the card and this is the stopwatch. So you're gonna have the time, 1 minute, to read the question and to take notes.
But
And
they
after,
disappear.
oh yes, I changed it.
Okay.
Yes. And then you're going to have 2 minutes to answer to those questions. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So Diana, you ready?
Yes, but I don't see. I cannot see.
Okay, no worries. Here you are. Okay, so you have 1 minute to read the card and take your notes now.
Okay.
Is there something you found?
Okay, Diana. Now you will have 2 minutes to answer to the questions, okay?
Okay. Yes.
Now,
Okay. The thing that I got was my English club. This has been very important for me because it was my own creation. It's kind of my one more of my sons, and it was about 4 years ago. Actually, it was a dream that I discovered on the way. Uh, how long it was? About 4 years working on, maybe almost five. It was so serious, a serious idea. It started when I was working in a place that I was not respect. I mean, the boss didn't pay me on time, didn't pay me so good, and he wanted I do everything all the time, almost for a few pesos. So I said, okay, I need to have my own business. And I started thinking if I can do many actions, many jobs just in one, I can do the same by my own. And I decided to do this. Um, I use it not only to make happy kids, but also to learn more about myself, about my goals, research because I never imagined, but I have been researching a lot about kids in a deeply way. I have been improving, actioning with them, Although it has been complicated sometimes because a lot of parents want really basic things, but I don't like give basics, and I can give an effort to make things bright for them. Actually, it has been a good idea.
Okay. Thank you so much, Diana.
You're welcome.
Okay. Very stressful?
A little.
Okay. No, but okay. Good, good. So let's continue with Rosario.
Okay, teacher.
You're the next participant. Okay.
Let's go.
The sooner the better. Yeah, that's the attitude. I like it. All right. Let's check this out. This is your card. You will have 1 minute. Can you see it now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, you will have 1 minute to read the questions and take notes. Starting now. Okay, Rosario. Now you will have 2 minutes to answer to the question. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now.
Okay, describe something you do to help others. What did you do? Okay, in my case, I consider that the most important that I do for to help to others is about my job, because with my job I can help the people, and obviously my family, my friends, and my workmates. I try to help the people every day, uh, in my job, in my at home, and sometimes on the street, because I consider that help other people is important action in my life. I try to do many actions for help other people because I like it, and I feel very good when I can help other person. Maybe if I know something that I can to learn other person, I like to teach about some something that the person considered that is important. Also, we I I think that you can do small things for help other persons. You don't need do big things for to help other person. You need to want and think about the other people, and try to change the world with your actions.
Okay, Rosario, thank you so much.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, let's see who's next. Luzmila.
Okay, teacher.
Are you ready?
I think that, yeah.
All right, good attitude. So, Luzmila, can you see because you turn your camera off, but you can see, right?
Okay.
Yes, you can see the stopwatch and the card.
Yes.
Okay, Ludmila. So this is your card. So you will have 1 minute to read the question and to take notes. Ready? Starting now. Okay, Luzmila. Now you will have 2 minutes to answer to the question. Okay?
Okay.
Now, 2 minutes. Let's start.
Okay. In the spare time, I read different book, and I love novels and romantic book. I do I did frequently in my house. Sometimes when visit my family. Um, it's very good read different books, especially when I love. I do the read, the read. Um, I remember in the bus station, I read one book. This book was um, of my daughter. And the book is interesting because
Okay,
it's
Luzmila.
okay. Thank you.
2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, let's continue. It's time for Janet.
Okay, teacher.
Are you ready, Janet?
Yes, I suppose.
All right, perfect. Janet, are you using earphones? Because I listen to a lot of noise in the background. Now?
Okay.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Much better. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Janet, I'm going to show you. Can you see? Wait. This one. Can you see it?
What? Okay.
All
There
right.
are two pictures.
Yes, the stopwatch and the card.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Janet, You will have 1 minute to read the questions and to take notes, okay? Let's start now. Okay, Janet, ready?
Okay, teacher. I'm going to describe something about that was new or exciting for me. Okay, that even that when I feel so happy or so exciting was when we won the national tournament in basketball. Yes, and maybe that tournament in basketball was in the year 2012. Yes, that tournament was in Bogota. So we participate for Castanare, and we won that champions or that tournament. Yes, that happy event was very important and very exciting for me because my team won that tournament. Also, we had training for a long time for that tournament. For me, it's so important in my life. Um, Unfortunately, in my life, I had a surgery in my right knee. For this reason, I couldn't uh, play basketball anymore. But I feel so happy in that moment because was my first time that I went a tournament, national tournament. Yes. So we share my peers team in many difference. Yes, because we have a relationship with that girls.
Okay, your time's over. Thank you, thank you so much. Okay, and finally, Mr. Toscano. Are you ready?
From the very beginning, yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So here we go.
The same?
No, come on, take it easy. Don't be so excited about that. All right, so this is your card. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
All right, you will have 1 minute. Okay, Edwin. Now you will have 2 minutes to answer to the question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, starting now.
Well, the movie I'd like to see is kind of a love story or a drama. Its name is 500 Days of Summer, and it tells the story of two people, basically a boy and a girl. Well, there are some other characters in the movie, but these are like the main. Well, actually, they're the starrings. That's it. Um, I'd like to see it because it doesn't have a linear sequence. It goes like skipping over 500 days of someone's life or their lives actually. So you keep like skipping back and forth to try to understand how people feel when they are in love and then when they are brokenhearted. Um, I remember I heard about this movie like I don't know in August or September last year. I was in a class and we were discussing. I mean, the students and I we were talking about movies and talking about our favorite movies or movies that were like shocking for us. And one of them recommended this movie, and I remember we saw the trailer on YouTube, but the trailer doesn't really tell like a lot about the story. It just says it's a story about love. Also, this student told us that there is an interesting color combination in the story. So there are actually three main people in the story, and each of them is represented with a different color. So the boy is represented with red, that means love or passion. The girl is represented with blue, which is a cold color, and the boy's sister is represented with yellow, which is a color showing wisdom or, well, yeah, like it's not something so
Okay.
romantic. And that's it.
Thank you, Edwin.
Okay.
I know we are talking about something we like, or when we are very concentrated and focused on the theme. Okay, guys. Well, you as teachers, as English speakers, as English students, what can you say to your classmates, to your partners? Well, obviously, with all respect and trying to catch the best. Okay.
Yes.
So who wants to start? Okay. What if we talk about Diana? What do you think about her performance? Her answer?
Teacher,
Yes.
if I may, I took some basic notes, but it's like, I mean, I'd like to do it like something in general, like for all of us to remember something that is
Okay.
a very common mistake, something that happens to many of us.
All right. Perfect. So we can do it
And
like that.
so one of the things I wrote down is about the use of the preposition for plus verb, which is very common. For example, people saying, I don't know, like, I want, I don't know, let me think of an example, like for help, for speak, for travel. Well, for travel is possible in some cases. That was a very bad example, actually. But what I mean is we'd rather use to plus verb, like I like to help or I like to cook or stuff like that, rather than for cook or for read or well stuff like that, or even the combination for to help, which um, is not like accurate English. And the other thing I
Okay.
wrote.
Wait, Edwin, wait up, please, before you continue, because that is something that I also wrote down. Okay. And when we use for, we use for ing. Okay. I am doing this for raising money. Okay. So that is also possible. Go ahead, Edwin. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's okay. And the other thing I wrote down is about the use of modal verbs. We never use the particle to after modal verbs, and that's it. And thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ellie. All right, girls. Anything else? Okay, let's talk in general. Yes, don't say about specific person. So who wants to say anything else? Remember that this is for all of us to improve. Rosario, you want to say something?
Yes, teacher. I consider that we have some mistakes, but I think that is normal. It's normal because we are learning. But the most important is that we try to speak, we try to learn about different vocabulary, and we heard our classmates.
Yes, Rosario, I'm totally agree. I totally agree with you. However, when we know that we are making mistakes and someone else tells us, so we can correct it, right? And that's the idea, because we need to improve.
Yes, teacher, I agree, because I think that the mistakes is part of the process.
Totally agree. That's correct. All right, thank you, Rosario. Diana, do you want to say something?
Yes, I think that something that can be very useful for all of us is writing a list of useful expressions and words that connect. For example, actually, I realize, although a lot of useful words and useful expressions, and if you can, read it every day. Just read them aloud.
All right, thank you so much. Janet, Luzmila.
Teacher, I think that in this kind of test you have nervous, but you must try and practice every day, because if you don't try, maybe you won't uh, be prepared for that kind of test. Yes. I feel that when you have questions in face, you have to divide your questions. Yes, you divide your mind. Yes, because if you don't understand the questions, sorry, you lost.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Okay. And how about you, Luzmila? Anything to say? Anything to tell us?
I think that is a matter of practice. We we are learning every day more vocabulary and expressions and connectors in our speaking.
Very good. Yes. Guys, I really agree with you. Something else I want to tell you and I want to mention is the fact to avoid hesitations, right? And to repeat very often a word, all right? Things like okay, yes. Maybe it's not good when you are presenting these kind of tests. Okay, guys, anything else you want to mention?
Edmodo, maybe talking about Edmodo. Don't forget Edmodo.
No, well, because we also have some time, and so I wanted to ask you first about this test, and then we will talk about Edmodo. Yes, of course, because it's really important. Guys, the other thing is try to be calm when you are presenting this type of test, because you need to be confident, right? So you need to be relaxed, try to take it easy, just be focused. You don't have to speak very fast, but express clear ideas. All right. Anything else, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything else you want to say?
No.
No,
So far, so
teacher.
good. All right, perfect. So Diana, let's talk about Edmodo. What about it?
Yes, that we have presented around 6 quizzes. We have a deadline that is maybe May the 5th this week. And that's it.
You know what? I was uploading your grades from Edmodo, and I realized that some of you hasn't presented all of them, but I don't have that. I don't have that information right here with me now.
I wrote to I don't remember the name of the tutor, Liliana. Yes, I
Yeah, the
wrote
director.
because I present one of the quizzes that I presented. 10 questions, 10 answers, and one of the answers was wrong, but it was not fair because I was right. And I was sure, and I wrote her, and she said, okay, I'm going to correct this because that's true. But I don't know, because it continued in the same way. You got 8/10, and it was fixed. It was quiz number 3.
All right.
So
I'm going to check that, because I am the one in charge to upload your grades, right? So, but
Teacher,
yes, Sammy.
sorry for the interruption, but I'd like to ask, with these Edmodo quizzes, is there any possibility for a do-over?
You're frozen. I didn't listen to you, Edwin. Could you repeat, please?
Sorry. Can you hear me?
yes.
Yes, now I can.
Yeah, I was wondering, teacher, if I can retake one of the quizzes. I'd like to retake one of them.
I think it is not possible. I think it's not,
Totally
because you only have one chance. In fact, they warn you. They tell you, okay, remember, you're going to take the quiz, and you can only take it once, something like that. I don't remember, but
yeah.
I think you can retake it. It's just
Okay. Well, I had nothing to lose anyway.
what was done was done. All right,
Teacher,
guys.
question.
Yes. Tell me.
Will we have the last encoder with you the next week? The next week, excuse me.
Yes, Luzmila, you're talking, right?
Janet.
No.
Janet. Okay, Janet. Yes, next week. In fact, I'm gonna tell you this. Edwin asked me if we were having this encounter today, and yeah, definitely we had to meet today, because otherwise we will take 1 more week, and it's going to be how can I tell you this, more time consuming. And I know all of us, we have many things to do. So I think if we do it on the established dates, we can do it. And yes, we are going to have the last encounter next week.
Okay.
Also,
So,
I think, tell me.
Will it be the next part of the IELTS?
I'm not pretty sure. I'm not pretty sure
Because it
about that.
talks about the final exam.
Yes. Did you, Diana? I don't remember well. I mean, well, you have the 5th task 5, right?
Yes.
Task 5 is about the CAE.
Yes.
And I think you will have an IELTS too. Check your
Yes, it talks about task 8, final exam, to complete the speaking part of the IELTS. This
All
is
right.
from May 10 to May 23rd.
Excuse me, what are the dates?
From May 10th to May 23rd.
Okay. And after that, I think that is the last one.
Okay.
And you are also registered to take the CAE test, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Diana, you did it now? I don't remember.
I did. The last one was the CAE. That was the last one that I presented yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So pay attention to those dates and please present the model quizzes because those points are important for you guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's all for today. If you have any other comment or question, please tell me.
No, teacher, thank you so much.
No, thank you for being here. Thank you for take your time to meet tonight.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay.
Very much. Bye.
See you.
Have a good night.
Oh my God.
See you next
The
week.
same. Okay, see you, teacher. Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Okay,
Take
see
care.
you
Good night
next
and
week.
thank you.